Hey everyone, I'm Artie. Welcome back to Satisfactory. In this episode, we are entering the age of steel. The age which will turn the factory I've built upside down. And I will show you why in a minute. But first, in addition to the previous episode, first of all, you can hear the sound of the engine. So it was like temporary bug in the last episode. I'm glad because it sounds really cool. And one more problem to solve from the previous episode. The problem of screws, because screws are needed in 3 places and 3 constructors on the top merge into one conveyor belt. I would need 3 constructors producing straight to the 3 storages. The problem is the height where I put the constructors. There's this long way down to the storage merged from 3 constructors, right? So I thought I would just simply switch the screws from the top floor with the iron rods from the bottom floor. Because I don't need that many of iron rods and I need constant supplies of screws for reinforced iron plates, which will go into the storage for building conveyor belt Mark II, for example. And I need them also to produce modular frames. So they have to split, reinforced iron plates they have to split into the storage and into another assembler. So first I'm disconnecting conveyor belts for now, stacking 2 more storages on the one that is already built, and these 3 will be gathering screws. Disconnecting here and replace the storage with the constructor and the storage where iron rods from the constructor will be stored. I will not need no constructor here producing iron rods because they will be produced on the top floor of my building. So only iron ingots from now on. Now I only have to drain the conveyor belts and constructors from the remaining materials. So those on the top, those constructors on the top will stop, and then I will switch to iron rods, and the bottom ones will stop producing iron rods and I will switch them to screws. And this is the end of the production and iron ingots start. So I have to wait until all those iron rods will be pushed into the constructors and then new production can start. Meanwhile, let's unlock the steel age, as I call it. It's just steel production blueprint. Just a reminder, this one will require motors, and motors are unlocked with the steel age blueprint. So let's unlock it. Now I said that the steel age, steel production blueprint, will turn your factory upside down, and here's why. Ada, thank you, but no thank you. We get bunch of new things to produce. Of course, the base one is steel ingot, which requires coal and iron ore. Right? Then we have steel beams, which require steel ingot. Steel pipes, steel ingot required. Encased industrial beams, which require steel beams and concrete. Then we have stator, which requires wires and steel pipes. And the last, heavy modular frames, which require a bunch of different stuff. I'm joking. Encased industrial beams, steel pipes, modular frames, and screws. Now, the thing is, constructors can produce steel beams and steel pipes. Assemblers can produce encased industrial beams, stators, and motors. So in case of encased industrial beams, for example, we will need constructor connected to the assembler because it requires steel beams, right? Stator will be even more fun to produce because it will require wires and steel pipes, which requires steel ingot. And to all that, steel ingots are being produced in the foundry. And to produce steel ingots, we will need coal and iron ores, like I mentioned before. Now we have our scanner set on coal searching. I know there's one here already. Here. Yep. But it's not that node you can see. It's actually tricky to get in. And I will need some ammo to my rebar gun. Okay, let's drive there. Rocky area. It will pass it. And what? End of the road, my friends. And the coal node is here. So of course I have to build a bridge and equip my rebar gun. It ain't over yet. Stop with that. And what is that? Oranges. Oh, I can... Hello! Bye-bye. The first time I played this game and I was just exploring, I found those oranges and got killed by those orangey bugs. And I didn't know what's going on. So I knew what is that orange thing. Now this is something to be picked up and analyzed. And here is coal node or area to mine the coal. And I'm not gonna be screwing around with miner Mark 1, then upgrading it. I will just put miner Mark 2 here. But for this, as you can see, I will need encased industrial beams, steel pipes. Bottom line, I will need steel ingots. So let me manually mine, I don't know, 300 coal. It will take 2 minutes, but I'm draining the constructors to switch the production, so I got time. I cannot say it was the most enjoyable experience ever, but I got it. Let's get back to my base. Okay, I've got everything I need to build miner Mark II. Let's go there. Okay, miner Mark II on the coal node is set. And now what, you ask? Well, I don't know. But all I know is that I'm not touching the stuff I've built in my main base. So I found somewhere around here, let me find it, I found tons of iron ore nodes. 2 here, 2 over there, as you can see, and behind me 3 more. So obviously the construction has to be committed here in this area. And done. Last screws left the constructors. Alright, 3 constructors leading to 3 separate storages. It's working, there's enough clearance for the materials to go through. Let me build it up now. All good. Let's start the production. This is the meaning of the game. You build something, then you improve, make it more efficient, you unlock new things. You get the idea. So it's very rewarding and satisfying to make those improvements. Okay, now let's focus 100% on the steel production. So I thought that I will not waste time to create production lines for all the new stuff, new materials. steel pipes, steel beams, encased industrial beams, stators and all that, because it will all be fully utilized in tier 5 and 6. So let's make a priority, which is to unlock tier 5 and 6. We will need 500 modular frames and 150 motors. And this I can do not really manually, but semi-manually. I have the list on my right? One foundry, one more miner Mark II, 2 truck stations. And I'm gonna do something with that. Okay, I'm here just to lead the conveyor belt through the second bridge I've just built and lead it all the way up to the meeting point. Here we are at the spot I showed you before with many iron nodes, and I will just use one of these two. I'm going to build Mark II miner directed like this, and again free building of conveyor belt all the way to the meeting point, so we can see the miner Mark II on the iron ore node. And here's the, you see, here's the conveyor belt from the coal node. And this is the meeting point. What will be at the meeting point? Well, first of all, foundry to make steel ingots. There's the foundry. Let's connect 2 lines of coal and iron ore to the foundry. Of course, I will optimize the conveyor belts routes and put it up higher so I can drive through. But for now, let's just sketch it. The second thing to build at the meeting point will be truck station. Here. Nice. Here's the parking area to load or unload the cargo. Here are the connections. And you can already tell what I want to do, but it will be super fun, so stick around. And of course, power lines from biomass burner to the foundry, to the truck station, and long way to the iron ore and to the coal miners. There we go. It's working. 3 biomass burners just for the foundry and 2 miners Mark II. So that coal generator is necessary. Let's do it proper way. I don't see coal, but iron ore is coming. Look, foundry is burning. Okay, iron ore stopped because it's full, and the coal is coming. Now steel ingots coming out and straight up to the truck station. Okay, now let's build a second truck station on this end. Something like this. Of course it will need power. And now let's program the route for the tractor and see how it works. Okay, so we will park it here. What? What is this? Anyway, let's start recording. It loads up. Let's wait a little. You can see the path with those blue arrows. And again here and finish recording. Right? Okay, now let's put on autopilot. This is so cool. Even if there was something wrong with the waypoint, it was, you know, like steering and getting out of troubles by itself, and it's coming here. I can hide those waypoints, so loading up, waiting. Can I jump on it? Okay, drive. This is amazing. Alright, I think that would be it for this episode. We will unlock tier 5 and 6 in the next one, and we will see where it leads us. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode or in other videos. Thank you very much for all the subscriptions, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. If you liked the video, like the video would be awesome. And that's it for now. Bye.